Back at Melching Field, it's a nice night, but a breezy night, to say the least. That wind has been going from right to left, out to left center. Plenty of breeze, but a very nice night otherwise.
Well, a nice night to be Steve Tripper, huh? His offense has scored in every inning, a 12-1 lead. And, you know, we were up here uncomfortable, 87 degrees at first pitch. And the Hatters were comfortable right from the get-go. Maybe all they needed was the warm weather, or NJIT coming into town, I'm not sure.
Georgie Arenas will lead things off here in the sixth. And he looks at a first pitch strike. Georgie's been doing great tonight. He's got himself a couple of base hits. Flied out to right field in the fourth inning, is only out tonight. And the pitch here is taken outside for a strike. But it was Georgie, actually, that fly ball that scored Austin Hale. It was the sac fly. Put it out deep enough to right field. So he's 2 for 3. And his batting average now to 250. Justin Chin still working out there, and he misses low and in with this next pitch, but Georgie Arenas, certainly bright signs for him.
And Georgie not chasing anymore. He's up there with a more advanced approach at the plate, and he's driving the ball up the middle, which is what everybody wants to see from him, making good contact.
Off this next pitch well outside on the count 3-1. So every time, or every inning in this game for Stetson on the offensive end, the leadoff man is reached. Last inning it was Spooner, the inning before that Hale. Here's Arenas taking a strike, so the count will run full. Arenas might have thought he had ball 4. But he's trying to keep the trend alive. The pitcher's going.
Leadoff guy getting a hit every time.
Exactly. Or at least reaching base. I'm sure Georgie would like a walk.
Yeah, I think he would take that.
We'll see.
Well, they've had doubles the last 2 times. It's escalating.
Here comes a 3-2. It's fouled right back, so Georgie stays alive.
I suddenly got really excited to see if Arenas would hit a home run here. But in all seriousness, Justin Chin has actually pitched pretty well since coming to this game. That big swoopy breaking ball seems a little bit more advanced for Chin than it did for Gibbons. And Chin had the benefit of warming up in the bullpen when Gibbons did not. But that curveball is a good pitch for him.
3-2, swung on, little blue shot to right field. Charging it is Cacciati Fierro. He dives and he can't make the catch. Knocked it down in front of him. It'll be a base hit for Georgie Arenas. And how about that, folks? The Hatters indeed are 6 for 6 to start their 6 innings tonight.
Well, Georgie Arenas just barely keeping the streak alive. That is trapped. Even if the ball had stayed in the glove, it did hit the ground first. Nice play by Cacciati Fierro, but didn't quite make the play on it, and the Hatters can once again try to keep this other streak they've got on, keep it going. They run it every inning for Stetson.
Been around, and the batter swings and fouls it back for strike 1. Just a lowly 1 run in the 5th inning. Their lowest output in any frame so far tonight. Their highest total is 4 back in the 2nd. That's just this kind of the measures you have to use in a 12-1 ball game. Stetson Hatters having their ways tonight as Rowden takes a pitch away. Ben so far today, a walk and a run scored in the 2nd. Single and a run in the 3rd. Reached on an error in the 4th. He scored in that inning as well. So 3 runs tonight out of a 9-hitter from Stetson.
That's a pretty good indication that you're going to win the ball game, I would think.
Chin finds the inside corner for a called strike. Rowden now behind. A lot of 4 really tonight for Stetson have been very productive. Colts had a tough night, but otherwise everybody chipping in a little something.
Everyone but Bogart and Leitner has had a phenomenal game. And kind of odd to see both Austin and Colton put up 0 for 4s, 4 strikeouts between the 2 of them. And, it's interesting, similarities maybe, big swinging right-handed hitters, Bogart and Leitner. Those are the only 2 guys that really have big loopy swings from the right side. And that's been the one weakness against NJIT tonight.
It's a pitch low and in, and Rowden lays off to run the count full. Otherwise, though, at least the bottom half of the Stetson order, Hale, Arenas, and Rowden have combined for 8 hits and 9 at-bats. second inning of work. And the pitch is bounced over to the left side, but out of play. Foul as Haberstroh gave it a look. Right, it just stays alive at 3-2.
And he can't get too on top of that pitch. You know, Chin does not throw hard. You got to be patient. He's going to try and fool you into getting out in front, and Rowden holding back just enough to make contact and stay alive here.
Off of first base is Arenas. He singled to begin the inning. He's being held on. And the pitch to Rowden. Swung on, driven to center field, but on for it is Utdorf, and he'll make the catch. Or Utdorfer, excuse me. And there is the first out of this inning.
That's got to be the first hard hit ball tonight that's been caught. You know, Stetson has had their fair share of balls fall in as well. And finally, Hatter makes a hard out. NJIT can take a little bit of a break. This is the first time the Hatters have not had a runner in scoring position before an out was recorded in this game.
So, step by step, the Highlanders trying to settle their way into this game. And we're back to the top of the order for the Hatters as Jacob Coos looks at a first pitch strike.
Well, you know, you got two more chances, and it's going to be hot tomorrow and Sunday. We're expecting temperatures near or over 90 for these two afternoon games the next 2 days, and that's going to be very, very difficult for these players to adjust to, especially coming down from New Jersey. Now, they've been playing in the South, but they haven't played in this kind of heat, and that's going to be very interesting to see how these two teams deal with it, and how our broadcast and production crew keeps with it tomorrow. Hopefully they get the AC in here fixed by then.
Keep the equipment truck cool as well.
Well, the equipment matters way more than us. It's a lot more expensive than we are.
The 1-1 is taken away.
Another big thing, can NJIT get Jacob Coos out? I mean, this guy has dominated them so far, up to .330 in the batting average this year. Can't say enough about Coos. Had the 4-hit game at USF on Tuesday.
Foul right back to us, but it's over our heads. Very, very close. If that had a little more backspin on it, that one probably falls right in front of us.
Right in front of you.
Not me.
I was to the right of it.
So close.
You were in the line of fire there, buddy.
We would need, I mean, it'd have to be a really perfect foul ball to get its way into this booth.
Yeah, the screen goes up enough, and the grandstand above us hangs down enough that it does need to hit just that perfect sweet spot. Although the radio guys to our left, they were outside when Florida was here 2 weeks ago. We had visiting radio in the booth to our right, and the radio guys almost took one to the equipment or to the face, depending on where they were seated.
2-2, swung and a miss, and Jacob Coos goes down swinging. Third K for Chin. And, well, the question is answered there, Evan. Indeed, NJIT now does have an answer.
Impressive job by Justin Chin here. That's his third strikeout, and you know, he's given up a few hits, sure, but he's settled this down in a way that neither Fernandez nor Gibbons could, and I would think Justin Chin has earned himself a little bit of credibility and a little bit of favor from Brian Giuliano, the head coach for NJIT, with this performance here tonight.
There's a breaking ball that falls in for a strike to Andrew McNeil. So far with a single, a walk, and a fly out. Scored a couple times. Yeah, since Chin has entered, he got the out to finish out the fourth, and the one batter he faced. 1 run on 3 hits in the fifth, and just the one base runner so far in the sixth, and 2 down. McNeil, the lefty, awaits, and looks at the pitch down low for a ball. Lefty-lefty matchup here, and Justin Chin, we'll see how much longer he can go, but so far so good. His high water mark is 3 innings. Back on March 17th, that happened at James Madison.
Justin Chin has proved himself to be a valuable piece here tonight, and that breaking ball is the reason why. It's in the 60s, and it is just difficult for these hitters to pick up. It has so much movement on it. It's kind of like a wiffle ball pitch a little bit in that way. A slow curve from your 45-year-old uncle who's still trying to keep his elbow in shape. Justin Chin has done a nice job of finding a spot in the Division I roster with that pitch.
There's another breaking ball. It's ground right to the shortstop. Etz is going to go to first, and his throw's low and over the glove of Anastasia. Taking second is McNeil. Down to third goes Arenas. It is going to be, I believe, a base hit and an error.
Yes.
An infield single, and then the throw getting past Anastasia. That'll put McNeil to second and get Arenas to third.
Yeah, there was no way they were getting McNeil here. And you had to charge the ball, and if you had done that, the hop would have eaten him up. So really no play there at all for Etz. The only play was to put the ball in his pocket, and by throwing it, he allowed the runners to advance. That's the kind of stuff that NJIT needs to help their pitchers out a little bit. We've seen plays by the defense where, you know, it wasn't even that they made a poor physical play as much as the mental decision to just put the ball in your pocket or not make X play.
Ground ball to second. It's Tom Brady. His throw to first is just in time to get Spooner. So for the first time tonight, NJIT keeps the Hatters off the scoreboard. We are through 6 innings. Stetson, though, still in good shape. 12-1 is their lead.